Hey, Gohan!
Father!
Oh, Gohan, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, honey.
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you never miss a video. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to give a shout out to today. Yesterday's video got hit with a copyright, which was from Bandai Namco, and that would have been fine. It was a couple hours into its lifetime, so it was whatever. But then it got blocked worldwide and the video was effectively dead, so I had to delete it. But if you would like to join the End of Video Squad, make sure you drop your comment with the hashtag End of Video Squad for a chance to be given a shout out in my next video. Hopefully YouTube doesn't try to screw me over with this video. After watching the History of Trunks special growing up, the main takeaway that I took from the series is that future Gohan is a lot like Goku, like to the T. And it was weird and jarring because Gohan in the main timeline couldn't be any more different than his father, but it seemed as soon as his father passed away and the androids attacked, killing everybody, all the sea fighters, all the earthlings around the vicinity, then Gohan stepped up and basically became Goku, obviously still being Gohan, but his ideals were very Goku-ish. He was a lot like Goku, and it could be because he remembered his father from before he passed away from the heart virus, or it could be that once pushed into a position that he needed to defend the entire world, he was pushed into that and became the ideals that his father emulated, at least in Dragon Ball Z. Those could be it, and it's extremely interesting to think about. But what's even more interesting to think about is if this version of Gohan ended up meeting Goku in the afterlife. And this is coming from a video series from the Saiyan Scholar, who has changed his names I don't know how many times at this point, but one of my best friends on this platform used to be Super Saiyan 4 guy. He's been creating a whole bunch of spicy new content on his channel, bringing new stories, new what ifs, new events, and some of them are so good that I need to review them because they are extremely interesting. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna have a link to it in the description below and the top comment, plus a link in the description below and the top comment to his video that I'm referencing with future Gohan meeting Goku in the afterlife. Now, I already made a video talking about the Saiyan Scholar's version of future Gohan meeting Piccolo in Hell, and that scenario is going to play out completely different than future Gohan meeting his own father, because for one, his father is not in Hell. He is training. He was able to keep his body after he passed away because of all his good deeds, and the same would happen of Gohan. Once Gohan passed away because of the android sacrificing himself, he would absolutely be given the opportunity to keep his body. That way he can train in the other world. And what would happen is, more than likely, King Kai was keeping an eye on future Gohan, and seeing his death, untimely demise, he decided to pull some strings to get Gohan to go with him and Goku. The way I would see this meeting taking place is future Gohan goes up to King Yemma, and King Yemma tells him that there is a brand new path open before him, that King Kai wants him to come train at his planet and become stronger and stronger, training with his father who is already there. So future Gohan would be extremely excited because he wants to see his father again, and he would go down Snake Way for however long it took to get to King Kai's planet. Once he arrives, these are the events that the Saiyan Scholar thinks would happen as soon as future Gohan meets up with his father.
Future Gohan becomes distressed for two reasons. One was his failure to protect Earth, and second was the realization that his father had moved on after death, forgetting him. That's what he thinks. Gohan breaks down in tears. He has shouldered the pressure against the androids for years. The pain, the loss, the suffering of everyone. And now his father. He can barely look his father in the eye. Gohan begins to crumble. But future Goku steps forward and puts his hand on Gohan's shoulder. He tells Gohan, with a smile, that Gohan has grown into a fine warrior from what he can see. Courageous, a true leader, more caring than himself could ever be.
I actually really like how the Saiyan scholar explains that Gohan would be extremely emotional and that he would be crumbling under the pressure of facing off against the androids by himself virtually for years, and at the same time thinking that after seeing his father train and be basically happy in Otherworld, that he had forgotten about Earth, he had forgotten about his friends that passed away, and he had forgotten about Gohan. Now, I think that all this is very interesting to push Gohan in that direction where he's a little bit more self-conscious. He doesn't really believe that Goku had the best interests in his heart for him, or that he was looking out for him, maybe even feeling a little bit abandoned. But I want to add a little bit more to that. I don't think that future Gohan right off the bat would be feeling these feelings. I think him seeing his dad for the first time, he would be extremely elated, extremely happy, and excited at the same time. But he is his own man now. He is extremely stern with his father. Normally, as a kid, he would have run up and gave his father a hug. But at this point now, he's talking to his father. He asks his father what he's been doing. His father tells him, I've just been training here in Otherworld. And just going off Saiyan Scholar's scenario, Goku wasn't actually watching over Gohan, and with this realization that he wasn't watching over him, Gohan starts feeling a little bit betrayed, but at the same time he starts feeling really sad. And it's almost the same situation that the Saiyan Scholar was explaining, but what ends up happening instead is that he crumbles and breaks down because he actually missed his father. He can't bear to hold his composure any longer. He is trying to explain to his father what happened, how he's been training, and how he's been fighting the androids, but in the middle, he breaks down and he gives his father a hug, just like he would when he was a little kid. He would give him a big hug, and Goku would welcome him warmly into his arms because he realizes that his son has gone through a lot. And Goku explains that he has never once forgotten about Gohan, but he knew that Gohan would do his best to protect the Earth, and that's exactly what he has done. He has done everything that he could, protecting the Earth, and he's heard that he's been training a protege in Trunks to defend the Earth alongside of him. So Gohan actually left somebody back in charge of the defense of Earth, of the defense of the timelines, which is something that Goku kind of failed to do before he passed away. That's when Gohan snaps out of it, and Gohan starts talking about Trunks, how he left Trunks behind, and Trunks is now by himself to weather the storm of the androids, and he wished that he could do something so that he could help Trunks, or at least see him for one last time to know that everything was going to be okay. And Goku realizes that the love and devotion that Gohan has to Trunks is the same way that Goku felt about Gohan as he was growing up. So Goku asks, hey King Kai, can we see what Trunks is up to? And King Kai's like, yeah, sure, no problem. So he goes and places a hand on King Kai's shoulder, and King Kai begins to show him what Trunks is doing. And Gohan sees Trunks on planet Earth and immediately is put at ease at his worries of Trunks being able to survive in such an inhospitable planet. But then he looks at Trunks and realizes that Trunks looks a lot older, he looks a lot different, and he does not look like the same boy that he left behind. He's actually a lot more weathered, and he seems like he's been fighting for years. And Gohan asks King Kai, how long has it been since he's been gone? King Kai can't put a definite number on it, but he tells him that it's been many years, and time lapses here in the other world. And if you guys remember, Trunks does go back in time, so when he goes back in time and he pops right back into his own time, it's basically like he didn't really leave. He's basically at the same moment in time. So this is Trunks coming back from the Cell games, from everything he did in the main timeline, and Gohan finally gets to see Trunks destroy both the androids and Cell, not really understanding who the hell Cell was, but he knows that Trunks did the right thing by destroying him because he obviously was some sort of evil creation by Dr. Gero. This puts Gohan's spirit at ease. He is finally at rest, and he looks over at his father and says, I came here with so much weight on my shoulders, in just a few minutes, it's all gone. Let's spar. Show me what you got. And Goku is hyped up. He's like, let's go. And boom, that is how this reunion ends. I want to thank the Saiyan Scholar for such an amazing video and a what if scenario. This type of storytelling is almost like a manga, but more like an audiobook manga. I definitely really enjoy it, and I hope you guys liked it as well. Again, I have to apologize for the fact that I don't have any end of video squad for today. Unfortunately, I cannot stop the YouTube powers from crushing certain videos or halting progress on my channel, but they can never stop the train that is the Black Squad for too long. Thank you guys so much for everything, but in my next video, if you would like to be part of the hashtag end of video squad, because you've made it to this point in the video, this is the very end of this video, make sure you drop your comment with that hashtag for a chance to be featured in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching my content. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.